This year, on the 1st of August, one of the grandest motorcycle expeditions in the world starts. 3 Latvian motorcyclists will cover by enduro motorcycles the route from Riga to farthest southern Australian city Melbourne. Covering 37,000 kilometers, the expedition will cross 3 continents and 13 countries. Preparation for the tour has begun already in September last year. The first and the most important step was the choice of motorcycles. A strong enduro motorcycle is required to cross so many countries with so many different road surfaces. An enduro motorcycle is of a kind of medium between a cross and a street motorcycle. It's suitable for far passages in bad road conditions. After serious assessments, we have chosen KTM motorcycles with 950 cubic centimeter engines. These motorcycles are very popular among moto tourists and also on the Dakar rally. They are one of the best cars. Participants of the expedition. Andis Pikants is mad on moto travel since Czech Java times. At present, he runs a transportation firm Kurbats. Artis Nille has made tours by superbikes of nearly a half of Europe. Jānis is a multiple Latvian champion in motocross, the USSR Union champion and a participant of many international expeditions. It is necessary to pump them up. How did you pump them up? You've heard it, he's got pumped up. With this, yes? Let it choke a bit. The first song. What song? Look at this. Meanwhile, 0 kilometers. Formalities took the largest part in the preparatory period with regard to visa support and route planning. But the most important issue is the equipment, what we'll take for a 5-month-long trip. This one is so funny. This is only sport. One must see each hand has its... Well, take another one. I think that everyone should look for own helmet. It is important that it is not 3 kilograms heavy and comfortable for the head. You see, for you it is also important what you say. On the cross you put it on, keep it open and closed. For half an hour it doesn't matter. But if you need to cover big distances, then it would either blow off or push against the cheeks. Well, then... Therefore, in order to try and to check what we have chosen right or wrong, what is unnecessary, how the motorcycles work and to find out the level of our own physical readiness, we set out for the first trip around Vidzemes serpentine roads. Actually, the idea was born in late 2002, when we were traveling around Indochina, Thailand, Burma, Laos, Vietnam and Cambodia.
Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia.
And at that time we met the English, a husband and his wife, who by a Land Rover Discovery set out for a trip from London through Europe, Turkey, Pakistan, India, Burma, and then they arrived at Laos. And their final target was Sydney. They had a whole covered around 46,000 kilometers. They spent on roads, if I'm correct, 8 The preparatory period is, in my opinion, one of the most interesting parts of an expedition, any expedition. For during that time you live in dreams, how it will be, what is waiting for you, what adventures, what difficulties. You are in euphoria every day. The closer is the trip, the greater is the euphoria. These are the feelings. The other part, of course, is the technical part. In this case, I'd say more complicated, at least in my experience. In this trip, I am more responsible for the technical part, consequently for the equipment, so that the motorcycles would be equipped correctly and that we'd take along correct things. This is again something new. As for the motorcycles, the enduro-type motorcycles, such tour motorcycles to be honest, and then today is the first day when we have tried them properly on a gravel road. Well, toward the evening it was steadier than in the morning, but probably it might give no relief at all from the psychological point of view. I admit that in 3 months from morning, waking up somewhere and coming out, there might appear an idea that you don't feel like mounting it at all, but you have to. Che Guevara had one good saying: be realistic, dreaming about impossible. It appears quite orderly. You put on clothes in the morning, wet clothes or any, assemble the tent, put things in order, pack, mount the motorcycle and ride. In the evening again, unpack, make a camp, so everything will have some rhythm. I think that there should be some intrinsic motivation. Why do you do that at all? Go on excursion? I think that the person can be broken into pieces. If you know why do you do that, what do you need that for? This is not a simple trip. Well, to ride a motorcycle. I think that every one of us has his own deep reasons and targets to attain with this trip. That's why we also choose that way, which maximally doesn't cross much populated areas, but crosses mainly deserts and mountains with few inhabitants, miles from nowhere, such as in Mongolia and China mountains, Laos, where is virtually the last moment. To know how the civilization is developing, how people assimilate. This is the last moment to see with own eyes how one can live actually in the Stone Age. We will go from one age and arrive at another one, and nothing else can give you such feelings. You can go by plane, but that's not it. You can go to check in. Now it is very popular to fly around the world, to land in Sydney, then on the next day again New York, and one can say that he has traveled around the world. But I think that this is something completely different. Probably there should be some spirit of adventure, to go somewhere having only a ticket in a pocket, some money and to be ready for adventures. That's how everything usually happens, and usually goes on well. During the trip, there will be set up a video diary, where there will be fixed adventures and observations on every crossed country. We will try to look closer at how people live in various regions of Russia, Asia and Australia. The next preparatory period will start in a week when the participants of the expedition in full equipment will go to a 10 days long trip to Kola peninsula in Russia. As it has been planned, today we set for Karelia. I have packed my belongings, wait for Andis. There is some pleasant excitement. as before departure. Look, also the second companion. Today we continue to follow the development of the preparation for the expedition on the Way of Freedom, which will start on the 1st of August for a 37,000 long adventure from Riga to Melbourne. After the Vidzeme trip, there happened changes into team. Only two of us, me and Andis, are setting up for this training trip to Kola peninsula. In this training trip, we are planning to cover 2,000 kilometers through Russia and Karelia Republic, till special stages of a chosen route on Kola peninsula, then about 200 kilometers and roads, which can be managed solely by Ural motorcycles. This time, our equipment and the quantity of belongings have been maximally approximated to what will be used in the expected expedition to Australia. Here, on the way, we will see a beautiful water power plant on the Volkhova River.
Терпух.
Да.
Совсем маленький, по 43 на 100 можно взять.
Хорошо.
А такие
это за
сиги по
музыка?
100 рублей. Это у меня телефон.
А,
А сиги по 100 рублей.
хорошо. По 100.
По 100, да.
Штука или килограмм?
Штука.
Andis, kāds ir mūsu guvums?
Andis, what have we caught?
Да. Mums ir
Well, we have got two fish. One looks like a pike perch and one looks like a wimba.
viena vimbai līdzīga.
Svaigi kūpināts, ja?
Vai kup.
Fresh smoked.
Vakarā viņi sēdīs?
Will we eat them in the evening?
Nu jā,
Why not? With beer.
ar aliņu.
Jā.
Un
Yes.
putriņu pievārīsim.
And cook also some porridge.
Tikko atradām visai labu risinājumu.
Just found a good solution for future. After the lunch, we had a pretty blast for 20 minutes at the lake in the grass. Now it is better to get out of here. The meadow is quite waterlogged, but the trip is interesting.
Ir interesanti.
In the morning at one Karelian hotel, going to the breakfast, we saw another two apparatus. Surprising, but they also had Latvian numbers.
1996. gadā
In 1996, a Swedish town Umeå presented to Petrozavodsk a tree, which fulfills desires of residents of Petrozavodsk. The idea is, if to whisper into its air, then your desire will come true. Well then, we whispered so that all people around heard. The desire was to reach Melbourne at the end of this year. On the second day we raced in the rain. That's how a sopping motorist looks like.
Labais, ne? Gar muguru tek vai netek?
Does it run down the spine or doesn't? I can't understand yet. I know that my legs are wet, the hands are wet. It was nice when hail was hitting the nose, wasn't it? Today it was a complete set. In Karelia we encountered trials. It was and still is raining. Hail shower. Is it squelching inside? You should put on rainproof socks. But it is squelching so warm. Men are here. Riga, Polar Cycle, 1,560 kilometers, 2nd June. Welcome to the Polar Cycle Club. At the majority of Russian fuel tanks, one should leave a pledge before refueling. This one is the first fuel filling station where we were not required to do that. The further to the north, the more cheerful, isn't it?
Спасибо. Спасибо. Удачи.
Я не понял, чего вы сюда
Ничего не предлагать.
Зачем?
А так я тебе говорю, самое нормальное, я говорю, прошли через Волхи, потом Пивозеро, и все, выскакивайте, там и дорога лучше.
Нет.
Там и дорога лучше, и все.
Слушай, ну а лесом можно проехать?
Лесом?
Без поста, без поста.
Никогда не проедет. Не проедет. Есть дороги, лучше не суйся.
Длинный посуд, да? Или
Нет,
наши?
ты потеряешься. Ты сам потеряешься. А еще где-нибудь на мину еще войны, блядь, нарвешься. Нахер.
After a 4-day trip crossing the Polar Cycle, we have arrived to Kola peninsula to cover the 200-kilometer route across the country. Some of locals who we met said that it is possible to cover the route. Some people said that it was impossible. We decided, nonetheless, to go.
Скажите, Лямукса еще есть.
Лямуксу проехали. Это да. Вельмешка уже. Вот сейчас после нее Вельмешка. Вот она, наверное, идет.
Нет, Вильма-Ламбина.
А, Вильма-Ламбина. Это в сторону Инделя уже.
Восточное Мунозеро.
А, это дальше туда.
Дальше, да? А вопрос такой, мы проедем до Апатитов по этой дороге?
Ой, ребята, я не знаю сейчас. Вообще там зимник раньше был там вообще. Зимой проезжали, а сейчас не знаю даже.
День добрый!
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуй!
Ищете что-то?
Да, ищем дорогу.
Куда? Кировск?
Кировск.
Кировск. А здесь две дороги.
Ну?
Одну мы там проехали, а там сворачиваем. А дальше здесь вот идет.
Skatīties.
Izskatās, ka esam atbraukuši ritīgi.
It looks like that we've come right. At least it will be a trial.
Divi varianti. Trīs varianti. Viens variants, tu brāzi.
There are three variants. The first one is to wade, but there it is quite deep. The second one to make some plunk way, but we don't have nails. The third possibility is to go back. The motorcycle weighs kilograms. We don't have nails to repair the bridge. We don't have a boat. There is no raft either. But there is a good saying that in every deadlock there are at least two ways out. And yet we have a belief and a desire to go ahead. During a trip you can encounter such situations quite often. And therefore it is very important to stay calm and without risking too much, to find the most optimal solution. In such circumstances, when there is not a single person around in hundreds of kilometers, it's not allowed to get any trauma or to damage our wheels. Also, the situation showed very well our capacity to communicate with each other. We could peacefully discuss possible variants and could agree on the best of them. In the 5-month-long journey to Australia, it would be very important how we would react in such situations. To say frankly, we couldn't think in advance of such roads where sharp stones regularly turn into mud and pools of unknown depth, that it is possible to move with so heavy motorcycles. At that, to do everything fluently and quickly. That proved once and again that the choice of the motorcycles was correct, and during the trip we had to think only about the quantity of fuel in the tanks and the tautness of chains. When riding on wood paths, which from time used to split into various directions, I clearly understood that here no one vehicle has passed for many months, and sometimes they appeared so funnily, for on the map such roads haven't been marked. Therefore, we oriented ourselves thoroughly according to the northerly direction. Well, Janka, what's happened? The chain has pulled over. The first accident in the long journey. It is interesting that both motorcycles have the same brake-off. What shall we do? I think that they don't have specifically significant strategic function. How are we? Pretty good. Just get lost, but it seems that we'll manage to get on the true way. We'll see it soon. The last time when a car left its tracks here was 2 years ago. There is nothing, no telephone call, nothing. We can rely only on our own forces. Look at the snow on that bald mountain. We have covered 200 kilometers. The benzene lamp at Andis' motorcycle had already started flickering when suddenly we hit an asphalt road. The highway was very broad, but there was no evidence of a serious traffic on that road. However, we stopped to shake hands, since we thought that we were on the Kirovsk-Apatit highway. We smoked a victory cigarette and rode further. It was a great surprise when the highway finished in 5 kilometers. We doubled the circle, and in 5 kilometers started all over again. Most likely, it was landing field of the Russian army unmarked on the map. Janka, what's happened? The special plot has ended. We have hit a mystic landing field.
Un pilnīgi vairāk nav skaidrs.
It is not quite clear where we are, where to go.
Tālāk jābrauc. Ja normāli pie lidlaukuma.
Normally, usually some road leads to a landing field, but not here.
Te mēs izlīdām ārā.
Here we quitted the place. I'm trying now to define the place of our location with respect to the coordinates.
Reku mūsu atrašanās
Look,
vieta.
where is our place of location? 67 degrees, 21 minutes to the north,
Grādi, 12 minūtes uz austrumiem. Te ir 6-7 grādi.
34 degrees, 12 minutes to the east. And here there are 67 degrees, 40 minutes. We have 21 minutes. That was here, wasn't it?
4 grādi.
We go here and here. There are 34 degrees and also 12 minutes.
Tad mēs esam kaut kur šitā te.
Now we have to look for wood paths that might lead us to any road. The only one logical possibility was to make for the direction of the Haibin mountains, where there should be a town.
Tiksi?
Have you managed?
Palīdzēt, Jānka?
Do you need help?
Laikam nebūs nekā.
Laikam man tomēr pa operātoru.
It seems that yet I have to remain a cameraman. Nice, isn't it? Great. The box cut on a tree. Need to chop it off.
Mēģinājums numur 2.
Trial number 2.
Tu esi viss pilnīgi slapš?
Ko?
Tu esi viss
You are
pilnīgi
wet
slapš?
through? No, I'm okay, only the boots.
Nu ko, Anži?
Well, Andis, I tender my congratulations with the leaving of the first special plot.
Iziešana.
The target has been attained, the task has been fulfilled.
Lai dzīvo.
Long live Riga, Melbourne.
Melburna.
Tieši tā.
Битой головой по танку вдарила болванкой. Прощай, родимый край родной, 4 трупа возле танка украсят утренний пейзаж.
Я не могу перед камерой, я ее вижу, не могу.
Anģi, ko tu saki?
Andis, what are you saying after the special plot?
Pēc častāk.
Dziedāt gribu.
I'd like to sing.
Jā?
Would you? Russian songs.
Kāpēc? Interesanti.
Why? Probably because we are in Russia. The atmosphere orders, doesn't it?
Bet tas bija labais.
But that was a good idea when you took the map and found the coordinates. I didn't believe that it was possible to do something like that.
Nebija tāda redzējis, ne?
Haven't seen that before. No.
Jā.
Yes, did some trick with GPS.
Patīkam tomēr.
Still nice.
Jo savādāk, ka
For otherwise, to move with the finger on the map, well, we are approximately here or there. It was not really clear.
man tur bija...
When I was looking at the map, for a moment I thought it was a real mess. There were 1,000 lakes and 15 roads all around. On which road we have ridden and on which have not.
Viņi saka, Krievi...
They say that the largest part of Russia has been lost into drinking.
Tāda dīvaini.
Funny, strange. Yes, but who says that? Those people who have never taken a step here. That's right. Wherever we came to, the old man and the other guy were hearty people who meet you and welcome you. They are ready to give everything they have. They felt uneasy when we gave them balsam. Well, yes. When he said, well, come on, drabble in my hole, take along at least fish. Did you see he had some beer? 2 gulps? Yes, he was ready to share that beer. Take at least a gulp of beer. He gave 4 eggs. On our way back, we met Seryoga, who invited us for a fishing in Lake Onega.
Такими катушками вообще пользовались, да? Нет, вот это как раз не пользовался. Так, значит, теория. На эту сторону будете? Да. Значит, сейчас я все сделаю, вы только ее распустите. Хорошо. Язычок скидываем, она будет распускаться сама. Да. Это я сейчас уменьшу, чтобы она не так быстро распускалась, или придерживайте рукой. Да. Ну, чтобы не так сильно. Так, и сейчас я сразу сориентируюсь по этому. Все. Я потом скажу, метров 100 распускаем.
How do you feel? If you think that I believe that we will get something, then you are wrong. This is the experience of the last day, isn't it? Not only. I have heard what people say. Salmon fishing is not for us. We haven't earned for that yet.
Блядь, приходится держать. Давай, держу. Давай. Сматывай. Держи, чтобы он когда будет стоять, пусть стоит. Вытягивай слабину, только слабину не давай, понимаешь, о чем я говорю? Я понял. Ты чувствуешь слабину? Что не чувствую ее? По-моему, она уже есть. Вытягивай. Отпускай. Да? Есть еще? Держи.
The first time in life, old boy. I see them.
Берем.
Опа. Серега!
Все, уезжаем.
Yanka, it is your turn today. Well, Maris, that depends.
All day, Mari,
Hello from Karelia. The last preparatory period before the 40,000-kilometer-long expedition by motorcycles from Riga to Melbourne, planned in August, has finished. And about this preparatory period, lasted for 9 days, we have covered 4,200 kilometers from Riga till Kola peninsula and back. The opinion about a motorcycle is, as I think, that this is the best option at present by which we might make for our expected tour. For it really works well on road, either in the rain or in slippery circumstances. We encountered mud, half-meter-long puddles which we had to ride through quite regularly, also mounts, high-low, sand, a lot of stones. Only one thing, the chain catch failed, but this is not significant. Therefore, in this connection, I think that the machinery is correct, and on the 1st of August, we need to get ready for the Riga-Melbourne start.